Well, it was the whole day was obviously much different than any day we had ever experienced at Yankee Stadium or any other baseball stadium for that matter. In the sense that we had the dogs, the sniffing dogs, coming through pretty much all day throughout the stadium. We saw them putting the bulletproof glass up in Steinbrenner's box, and then we went through the day. And then when President Bush landed outside the stadium and started coming in to the stadium, you were basically sealed off wherever you were at. And I just happened to be in the clubhouse. Derek happened to be in the cage, and the fact that President Bush wanted to make some practice throws before going out for the real thing. That's that's how the encounter with him and Derek kind of all happened. And then leading up to the game and everything else, I was not supposed to catch the pitch, Michael. Jorge Posada was supposed to catch it, but Georgie was still down in the bullpen with Rocket that night. Roger Clemens was pitching, and he took a little longer in the pen than he was supposed to. And so, literally, as President Bush is coming out of the dugout, we had no catcher, so I naturally just kind of grabbed my mitt and ran out to home plate. So that's kind of how it all fell into place for me. He certainly made my job easy that night. I didn't have to worry about making him look good. So it was very impressive. And obviously, you mentioned all the circumstances. He had a vest on, too, which – that makes it even more difficult. So the fact that what was going on and what he did, how well he did it, has to be at least in the top two best first pitches of all time.
When you and President Bush came together after the pitch, Todd, I know you had a handshake. Did he have any chance to say anything to each other?
I said to him, great job. I think you're doing a great job with what's going on in our country, and shook his hand and kind of pat him on the back and went on my way, as obviously he was much more concerned about other things than talking to Todd Green for sure. So I gave him, he has the actual ball that he threw. I gave it back to him, which is customary, which we always did. And but I do have balls that say ceremonial first pitch and has the American flag on it, which is a pretty cool memento for me. And I have some cool pictures that he signed for me. So I have a lot of cool memories from that moment. But he has the actual ball. And all I did was tell him I think he's doing a great job with what he's been dealing with over the last couple of months.